Peace and love. Joy, joy, joy. I want to tell you about the money jar, the money vision jar. I'm going to call it the vision piggy bank. A few months ago, something that came through was, those catalogs you get in the mail and notifications, where your catalog will say pre-approved, or you'll be pre-approved for a loan for a certain amount of money. And sometimes you toss them, because I'm not going into debt. I refuse. Or you might shop. Who's to say? It all depends. But I got so many catalogs, and it was like, I'm not going to buy anything from this catalog. I know I'm not. The things are nice, but, they're not really all me. And if it's something that's sort of me as far as the style is concerned, it's really not something I want. So, what am I going to do with all these catalogs? And since I'm on a journey of prosperity consciousness in all forms, and money is one of those forms of prosperity, Spirit said, Tanya, cut out the amounts of money that you're pre-approved for and put it into a vision money jar. That's how it came about. And so I would cut out the amount of money that said pre-approved. And that was the only amount that I would cut out, was what it said pre-approved. So wherever I saw that I was pre-approved, that's the amount of money that I would cut out. And the more I did it, and let me say this also. When I would add up the amounts and then put it in the money jar, but while I was adding, I felt like I was tallying up the day's take, what I had brought in for the day, and it felt really good. And then I'd put it in my money jar, and then I would add, a couple of coins, 1 coin, 2 coins, depending on how much money it was that I put in the jar. So I'm going to show you something. I tore these out of the catalog and also from a notice. But the more I did it, the more money I found. Okay, so I got a catalog from Massey's. Okay, here's Massey's. Of course, you don't see the catalog. But on here, on the back, as I look, there's a certain amount of money that's back here. Okay, like $29.95 and whatnot. And since it's on the back of this particular one, I said, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Now, I don't cut out the amounts of money that's all throughout the catalog as far as like how much something costs, because that would just be ridiculous. But because this particular piece was connected to another piece that was like this, that's why I said, okay, I'm going to cut those amounts out. So then here, the credit plan. Okay, now, on the credit plan here, there's more money. Like it says monthly household income. And it says up to $1,000. Then you have 1,001 to 5,000, and then you have 5,001 plus. So I would cut that out as well, because it's like, oh, okay, so that's some more money. And I would look to see, and then down at the bottom, down here, I don't know if you can see that. Down here, there's also amounts of money. Okay, so instead of cutting each one out individually, I would just cut that whole square. I would just cut that whole square out right there. Cut the whole square. And the amounts of money there go, you have $14.99, to $15. And on one side, it says $15, $25, $40, etc., etc. And the numbers go up. And then it also has on the other side, next to it, it has $14.99, and then it goes to $29.99 and goes all the way up. And then on the other side of that, because you have 3 rows, there's 3 rows here. 1, 2, 3. You see those 3 rows? Okay. And then on the third row, it has, a lesser amount, but there's still amounts there. So I would cut that out. Then up here at the top, there's $20. So I cut that out as well. There's another part of this catalog that I had cut out, and I was looking on the back here where all the writing is, and I found, I think it was $50. It's $50 that I know I found it. I may not be able to see it right now, but it is there. So I would cut out that amount of money as well. I know it's here. Okay, so I'm not going to take time to look for that now because I want you to see it. All right, so here's where it says, congratulations, you were pre-approved. Okay, and it says that I'm pre-approved. It doesn't say the amount of money, because some catalogs will tell you the amount of money that you're pre-approved for, like $100, $150. Well, mostly it's $150. Well, $50, $150, $200, $250, etc. But this one doesn't say that. It just tells you that you're pre-approved in which you'll be paying a month that you could possibly pay. So this one says you'll be paying, about $20 a month. So I would cut the $20 out as well. And then on the back of this, there's other amounts of money. Okay, like minimum payment and balance up to. So it'll say minimum payment $200, balance $20, balance $200, etc., etc. So I would cut that out. And then, look, I just found some more money here. Okay, like down underneath the bottom here, there's an area here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's an area there that has some money in it. So I would maybe not cut out the small, because it's small. Okay, but I'd cut out that square and, try and eliminate as many words as possible because I just want the amounts of money. Now, also within that catalog, there was this. The Publishers Clearinghouse, right? Okay, so I don't do Publishers Clearinghouse, but it says that I could win up to $1,000. So I'll look for that $1,000 in other places, and I'll cut that out. And then when I open it up, I see that there's $1,000 up here, and there's another $1,000 down here, right in there. Okay, so I would cut that out. And if I look some more, maybe I might find some more. Yep, I found another $1,000 on the back. Okay, there's another $1,000 in this square here. So I would cut that out as well. Now sometimes the amounts are so small, that you really have to search, and then the pieces of paper when you're cutting them out are so small you have to be really careful, when you're cutting them out. All right, now here at Catherine's, I got Catherine's. This one was actually from 2 years ago, and I found it in the drawer. So it says $25 off, so I would cut that $25 out. And then it says $100, and I would cut that out. All right, so that would go into my money jar. Now, also, there on here, this came from, I know you've seen these. This came from Capital One. Okay, and Capital One, there's a certain amount of money here. There's $10 and there's $38 on there. So I would cut that out, and I would look to see if there's more. There's here and here, there's $300. So I would cut that out. And I'm just kind of showing you how to do this, just in case you're not aware of how to work on your Vision Piggy Bank, your Vision Money Jar, but whichever one you want to call it. It's almost like playing the prosperity game, but not really. So that's how you do it. And you get yourself a jar. It can be a jar like this. This is not my money jar. I have my money jar inside on my shrine. But you can get yourself a jar and you can put your amounts in the jar. And when you're tallying, I'm telling you, it just brings such a feeling. It's like, whoa. Like one time, Yeah, so my husband now, he and I are doing this together. And he had given me, I forget where it was from. Oh, it was insurance. It always looked like Global Life Insurance and other insurance companies. They will send you promotion material. Open it. Don't just throw it out. Open it if you want to play this game. Open it, look for the amounts of money, cut them out, and put them in your jar. So anyway, my husband had given me one. He said, well, baby, this one has about $250,000 at least. Okay. With the amount of money for the insurance, like you can get $5,000, $10,000, 20,000, etc. insurance. So I'm looking and looking, and I look on the back of the information that was given, and what did I find? $50 billion. I was like, look at that. So that particular day when I tallied, it was like 50,294,700 something $1,000. I was floored. I was like, it was such a good feeling finding that 50 billion. And what was that 50 billion from? That was the amount of insurance that Global Life had sold. I didn't care. I'm looking for the cash money amounts. That's all I'm looking for to put into my jar. So now, don't just throw those catalogs out if you want to play this game. Have fun. It's part of visioning. It's part of feeling good. It's part of, wow, this actually makes me feel very happy. It makes you happy. Well, it makes me happy. Look, what can I tell you? So anyway, it's just part of life, part of the life game of money. And of course, you continue to do real work, so to speak, to manifest what it is that you want in life. What can I say? I can say, play the game. You'll have fun with it. I know you will. I know you will. And if you have catalogs that are stacked up, just think how much money that you could actually, put into your money jar in one day. If you have 10 catalogs, make sure that you look inside really good, because sometimes that insurance from Global Life is stuck in there someplace, and you can take that, cut it up, and say, this is money coming to me. This is money I'm putting in my Vision piggy bank, my Vision money jar. This is money, money, money. This is the feeling of money energy. Money, 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 honey. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I won't go there. Yeah. All right, but anyway, now you know how to play that game. And if you choose to play it, have a lot of fun with it. All right, because it is a fun game to play. Take care. Until next time.